Penus, 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 penus.
Woo-hoo, we're doing steam whistle. Welcome to
Hi,
Beernomikron.
Nick.
Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Starr, your host, Maxwell Starr, on Beer Analysis 101. And it's already devolved into a shit show tonight. So thanks for watching. We'll
Too long
talk to you guys later. No, I'm kidding. All right, so tonight we're going to go to the steam whistle plant in Ontario, in Toronto, Ontario. We're going to do steam whistles premium session lager. Woohoo, fancy stuff. All right, but without further ado, let's introduce who we have with us tonight, starting with Radar, who's got a new do.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
wow. It's shaved off.
Yeah, I bought a new lawnmower and it works pretty good.
Shaved. Shaved.
I'm doing pretty good. The same old. Still have the same job, and I'm doing fine, dandy. And that's pretty much it. Where are we today? 27th, 28th?
Yeah, 27th.
27th? Yeah.
28th.
On this day in... 27th, 28th? Oh, somebody's watching the...
Somebody's watching the feed. He's doing that.
Yeah. We're the 27th of July in Beernomikron lore. This is the day that Redbeard moved to North Bay 1.7 million years ago.
Nice. It's amazing how that after 1.7 million years, they've got it right down to the day of like July.
Yeah.
So it's been said.
Well, it's in Beernomikron lore, right?
He has. I don't know. He's like, I don't know. It's just written here.
It's also the day Schlessigron Sixtonacron let go of his 12-headed beast there that we now know as Taylor Swift, because he didn't need her anymore. I mean,
Oh.
This is about
Sounds accurate.
Exposed of her.
3.4 billion years ago.
All right.
On this day.
All right. So let's go over to Redbeard. Hey, Redbeard. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. You? We can go in circles like this. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
Good,
Yeah.
good to hear you.
Yeah.
Glad your microphone's working too.
Yeah.
Ah. All right. Let's go over to Gorg. Greggy.
Hello, Nick.
Who's
Nick. How are
actually
you?
the closest one to the brewery here.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, they brew a lot of this stuff right over there. You can't see it, but it's at what used to be Von Bugle Brewing. They don't call it that because they canceled the Von Bugle line. But now it's just the auxiliary steam whistle line. So they brew some of it in Etobicoke, some of it downtown Toronto, and they probably also have another brewery. But yes, I am very, very close to this brewery, even though it does me no good because they don't have a tap room anymore. So fuck them. Yeah, also mine didn't have a freshness seal. So fuck you, steam whistle. This is very clearly going to be a gut rot beer. I'll probably get an STD from it too.
So did they shut down the Von Bugle altogether? Is that what they call the Amber Lager?
Yeah, no, I think they because they actually market it as a separate brewery, even though it was owned by Steam Whistle, and I think they've completely ditched Von Bugle and now they just brew whatever they want to brew there. I mean they used to have a tap room, but it wasn't all that exciting. They didn't have food there. They just had a few snacks and you could just go buy yourself some steam. Well, so it was convenient for me, but not really missing much.
Do they still have the what do you call it? The tap room and the main location up in?
Oh yeah, that's a freaking tourist trap. That's actually in the Roundhouse, so it's right across from the Skydome.
Yeah.
It's a tourist trap. You want to go there, and they used to give you free samples. They don't do that anymore. They charge you for them. And
still, you're getting it right off the fucking can. I remember it would being so fucking good to have the unfiltered version.
Steam Whistle is one of those stupid beers that, like, if you get it like really fresh, and I'm talking like within a few days, it's so much better. And it's like it's a Pilsner. Freshness shouldn't make that big of a difference, but for some reason it does.
Yeah, it's weird like that.
That's why I think some people have a bad experience with Steam Whistle, like a certain person with the name of a person in this chat, but the male
version of
happens to not like this beer because, well, not this one, but the other one, because he probably tried it once and it wasn't good because, admittedly, not every Steam Whistle is great, and just knowing his personality, he'll never give it another chance, and it's dead to him, like pineapple pizza. But the reality is both Steam Whistle and pineapple pizza are awesome. You just got to give them a chance sometimes, even if your first experience is bad.
Just give it a chance.
We'll tap on the bum.
Give her a chance.
Oh, pat on the ass. There. Say good job, girl. All right. No. Jesus. All right. Follow that up, Sexton.
Yeah, we could sort of sit here and talk all night about the dumb decisions that Steam Whistle's made, but unfortunately, here we are drinking their premium session lager.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll see how it goes.
Why do you keep calling it premium session lager? It says session light lager. It doesn't say premium anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. They don't claim this one's premium, unless it's on the can
Since
somewhere.
premium session.
Premium
Oh, what the fuck?
Look at that! How
Session
different.
How is that?
lager.
Mine does not say premium.
Yeah,
at all.
neither does mine. Oh, okay, interesting.
Lady
okay,
Lee's does.
Mine says premium.
I
What the
got ours
hell?
at the same
Yum.
place too.
Mine
Okay,
says
so,
Oh,
I drank the one
Hey,
you got me
well,
already.
here's
I bought
a
this at the beer store in Lakeshore.
Session
Who's
Oh, okay.
got a freshness seal on their can?
lager.
Does that have anything correlation to the whether it's premium or not?
Didn't
Where
yours
were-
say premium, Nick? You said
Mine
No,
says
yeah, mine-
premium. I have a freshness
Nope.
seal.
I
Nope.
can't read this
I
freaking
did
bottling code. I don't know what.
No,
the hell
because the
that
last one I bought for Carrie didn't have the freshness seal, and
that's true as
it
well.
was premium because this
Okay.
is the one that I got.
I'm assuming it's the same beer.
that's really weird. Like it.
Yeah,
it
they
is-
only list one session log. Now I'm just gonna be. I'm curious on the website. What do they actually? Let's see what the website actually says about there.
Like, did they change it from premium to this, or from this to premium? Like, what's the current? That's
My
so weird.
can
So
is
on the
December-
on the website they're showing it as premium session. So I have the feeling perhaps this is maybe an older canning.
Okay, mine says December 20 or December 8th, 2020.
Okay, that's a bit old.
Mine
Yeah.
says JN1721.
Yeah. So so this is so this is actually really fresh. This is
Well-
June 21st. So this is newer than Lady Lee's is, although yours is April 21. So yours is still older than ours, though.
20,
Maybe
April 27th, 21.
21. So
Like
I feel like
January.
I feel like they
Yeah, in
removed.
December. So we're both.
I feel like
old.
they removed the premium then and changed it to session light lager. That's what it seems like.
That's a bad
If the-
sign if they're
Hey,
like, this doesn't deserve a
you know-
premium label on it.
So at the beginning of my entrance, I was like, hey, we could spend a whole night talking about all the dumb decisions that Steam Whistle made.
Yeah.
Or we can just talk about the dumb beer. Here we are.
That was good,
Alright.
actually.
All right.
Move on.
So yeah, move
We got
on.
fucking fortune.
And we
tellers.
didn't ask how are you tonight, Jurash. We haven't had you on.
Oh, fuck off.
All right. So let's move over to who's next.
I am.
There you go. Hi, Laylee.
Hello.
How you doing tonight? I remember you saying you're tired, but other than that, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm absolutely fantastic. I think we can hear Sasha in the background. She's fantastic as well.
Is she growling? Is that growling or
She's growling.
snoring?
Yeah, she's growling.
So trying to
There's something
figure
outside.
growling or snoring.
She probably sees another dog outside.
Oh, yeah.
She's laying comfortably on my bed right now. Yeah. I got my new chair. I got a new chair, by the way. I'm really
Yay.
excited about it.
Yeah.
It
You got-
swivels and it's fun.
We got comments here for Lady
from
Lee.
little Celius Russell.
No, I'm gonna. No, don't. No.
And you got Lee's got her gaming chair going on. This thing, Steam Pistol has done is hire Ash as her PR person. Oh shit! All right, so moving right along, let's bring me back front center here, and I'm gonna give the beer history. That was like the longest round of introductions ever. We're not,
Way
it's
unnecessary.
I'm
All right,
halfway
yeah.
done my beer.
just like most of Steam Whistle's judgment choices lately. Sorry. Okay, so Steam Whistle was founded in Toronto, Ontario, by three former employees of the. Was founded in Toronto, Ontario, by three former employees at the Upper Canada Brewing Company, following the buyout of Sleeman's Breweries in 1998. Greg Taylor, Cam Heaps, and Greg Cromwell came up with the idea of starting their own brewery on a post-employment camping trip, and originally planned to name the brewery Three Fired Guys Brewing Co. They decided instead to name the brewery Steam Whistle to evoke an image of steam rushing from a factory whistle, signaling the end of a working day. However, a tongue-in-cheek reference to their termination can still be found etched in the Steam Whistle's green glass bottles as 3FG. I wonder if it even says 3FG on the... yeah, it does. Right by
It
the
does.
barcode.
Yeah.
You can see right there on the side. Three Fired Guys. All right. So, the brewery. opened and is still located in bays 1 to 14 of the historic John Street Roundhouse, a former CP rail locomotive repair facility located at the base of the CN Tower and next to the Sky Dome. Until recently, Steam Whistle made only one beer, which they've gone up a couple of beers and then they went back down because they stopped making Von Bugle. With the idea that instead of focusing on a lineup of different beers, see where that's gone. And the Steam Whistle they've only made one beer. The Steam Whistle Pilsner, with the idea of instead of focusing on a line of different beers, to do one beer exceptionally well. The only other beer that they have at the Steam Whistle Brewery is Steam Whistle Plus, an unfiltered version of Steam Whistle, available as draft only in the brewery. To improve their beer in 2006, Steam Whistle brought in master brewer Marek Makunda, formerly of Pilsner Urquell, to help the brewery live up to its exacting standards, have a true Pilsner, and bring Steam Whistle up to a level competitive on the world stage. Since this improvement, Steam Whistle has gone on to win silver at the 2016 Ontario Brewing Awards and gold at the 2012 Canadian Brewing Awards. In recent years, though, Steam Whistle has diversified slightly from their one beer done well ethos, opening a subsidiary brewery, Von Bugle, and they've since shut that down in May of 2018, acquiring the Canadian brewing and distribution rights for New Belgium. So they make Fat Tire Amber Ale and Voodoo Ranger IPA for New Belgium in the Canadian market. They started doing that in February 2019. And, of course, they've introduced a number of other beers, such as they have a pale ale now, a shandy, they have an amber lager, and of course, they have Von Bugle, which they have since discontinued, although we did do a BA on that. So, Steam Whistle Premium Pilsner, or Premium Session Lager, is a 4% ABV, 18 IBU American-style light lager, first introduced in March of 2020. Like Steam Whistle's other lagers, it is brewed conforming to Reinheitsgebot, using water, malt, yeast, and a combination of Kazbek and Huell Melon hops. Huell Melon, that's an interesting choice for a pale lager. Alrighty, so we've pretty much gone through all the comments here. I just want to reflash this one because it's one of the best things I've seen in a while.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah. We'll just talk because it's all Greg. Then on Radar is looking sexy with his new do. You're not wrong. And hi Greg, you're gonna make Radar giggle.
Not generally the way you spell.
He's totally gonna fap
in that
later.
Context.
Hi Greg from Basement. Hi Jamie from Greg. BA101 killed Von Bugle, passed the word.
Probably Morgan Freeman says he's right. You know?
That's it. That says Von Bugle.
Hello there.
Radio
Hello there.
killed the radio star. Okay.
Hello there, Jeff.
I'll never do that again. Jeff.
We could probably just roll our history and our thoughts in at the same time.
Yeah, let's go to.
I'm not in a rush or anything.
Are you? Are you?
No,
though?
not at all. No, not at all.
Alrighty, so Radar, what's your history with this beer or Steam Whistle?
I've had Steam Whistle, the regular one, once, many years ago. Yeah,
really?
I have. Yeah, I don't. I don't remember finding it appealing enough for me to drink it again. And that's it.
Yes. Okay.
Let's shorten this by half an hour, please.
All right. So let's go to.
No, seriously, that's it.
That's it.
Well, I always knew Radar was a bad person.
Let's face it. We all knew he wouldn't take long.
just a one laugh.
Click. All right. So, Redbeard, follow that up. What's your history with this beer?
This beer, I've had 2 cans of it. This is my third. I didn't have anything to drink, and I had the 2 cans Leah bought me, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drink them and buy another one. Other Steam Whistle beers, I've had a couple times. It's all right. It's just, I don't know, everything they make is a little boring, I guess, compared to what I generally like to drink, so I just don't usually drink them. Yeah, there you go. History.
Le Histoire avec Red Beard. Alrighty, let's go over to Greg, and I'm sure he's got. I think Greg, you've had steam whistle before, haven't you?
Yeah, I may have had it once or twice. I think Ashley once bought me a can in Welland or something. I can't. Something like that. I don't know.
Greg said it once or maybe a million times.
Yeah, no, I've had it quite a few. I'm a big fan of steam whistle. I will say with the regular Pilsner, if you only had it once or twice, not that it's necessarily an excuse, but there are more batch variations than I'd like on that beer. So there's times I've had them just like, nah, not so great. But they seem to be better now. They seemed when they first opened up that Etobicoke brewery, they had a lot of fucking problems. I don't know what it was. Maybe they just couldn't get it right with the water or whatever. I mean, Ashley would know more about that shit than I do. He's PR for them anyway. But yeah, no, like that was, they seem to have gotten their shit going now. Like I have not had a bad batch of it in quite some time. My wife usually enjoys drinking it if she wants to stray from her crazy Stonewall Light beer and go for something 5% Imperial. I've also had pretty much everything else they've had. Like I've had the Steam Whistle Plus. I've had their one-off like pale ale. I don't even remember having this. I had their Steam Whistle Damp for beer. It's
What?
oh no, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm confusing with another brewery. Which is the one I was looking at? No, I've had their Dark Sea IPL. I don't remember having that, but apparently I had it. I checked it in, so it's all fair. Yeah. And yeah, I've had this. I think I've had this once or twice before. Yeah, it's well. We'll get to the review, but yeah, I like Steam Whistle. The thing is, I think Steam Whistle, if you're looking for something to compare to like a pale ale or an IPA, it is going to be boring. I think if you're looking to buy it versus a lager, you don't mind spending whatever it is, 25 cents more a can, then you're going to have a better time with it than a general lager, I would say. I'm talking about the regular one, not this one. We're straying too far. Also, whoever invented the freshness seal needs to be kicked in the taint multiple times, because that is the stupidest idea and also biggest fucking waste of just resources. Like how much fucking aluminum have you wasted over the years on doing that to put a fucking freshness seal so what some fucking hillbilly can like pull it off and drink it right to his fucking lips before he goes down on his sister? Like really? Like what
Or
the
beat
fuck?
his wife.
Oh Jesus!
And you got to think too. People
Or
bring this
beat up
shit
his
camping and stuff. They're not taking the time to like fold that up and put it in the fire or into the garbage. They're probably just fucking flicking those into the bush. There's probably fucking freshness seals just littering the landscape all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, like you're drinking your beers fresh from the can. You're a terrible human being anyway. So I don't care if you get some terrible disease from the mouth of your can. So fuck you. That's all I have to say.
I think the whole thing that there was like an urban myth kind of thing that was going around a while ago that like in those warehouses where the cans are kept and stuff, rats are constantly walking over top of the cans and dragging their dicks and balls over stuff and piss. And I remember watching some investigative show where they went into a place with like the UV lights and all this shit and they found nothing. So yeah, that's one of those things. Like, well, how about you deal with the rat problem instead of just put fucking foil over every single can? Like, does anyone here watch? I'm gonna go on a slight tangent, but I'll be quick. Does anyone here fucking watch Top Gear? And they were talking about this big Mercedes area where they keep all their fancy cars in Germany, right? And they had a big problem, a lot of hail in that area. It's denting the cars. So any other fucking car company would build a garage, put it over the cars. No. Mercedes, they have planes going over, they seed the clouds to disperse the rain. Build a fucking garage. Yeah.
Wow. You have money when. Fuck.
Like you're really just not fixing the root problem. Like. So anyway, steam whistle, freshness seal is dumb. Ashley, explain that in your next PR meeting.
All right. Speaking of Ashley explaining that at its next PR meeting.
Yeah, I'll bring it up next time for sure. I've never actually had this beer. I still drink steam whistle all the time. Well, not all the time, no. But I still drink Steam Whistle from time to time, but after they started coming out with like their Steam Whistle Pale Ale and all that shit after that, and doing the Voodoo Ranger, I just stopped drinking all their new stuff after that. I just stuck with the pills. So this is my first time having the session lager.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Oh, I just want to add something that Lee Russell says, fun fact, Steam Pistol have a picture of Ashley in the break room of their brewery. He's the patron saint. They call him Saint Ash.
Saint Ash.
And fun fact, they call their beer
Pistol.
Paint Ass.
And his last
All right,
comment is
well-
wrong. Black lights can be used to find urine stains. So, laha.
Right.
Whoa, this has been science.
Ashley's purchases have put Steam Pistols in their college.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
Wow, that's
Okay,
hard.
so yeah,
That's
we'll get to
harsh,
the
man.
comments here in a moment. Here, and I'm jumping ahead because they're relevant to the current conversation. Let's go with Lady Lee. Bring her up and ask her, what's your history with Steam Whistle?
None.
None. Oh, you
I
must
have
have had.
no history. No, I've never had it.
Really?
I've seen people drink it. I have a friend who drinks it. That's about as far as my history goes. So I've watched people. Yeah, and on the freshness seal comment, I don't know how many times this fell off my can and I put it back on because I just wanted to have it for the show because we talk about it. But yeah, the things are useless. They're fucking useless. Like they just fall off so easily, and it's just a waste. Like
You'd
Carrie
think when
was
they put them
saying-
on, they'd at least go around this like little lip on the top of the can and like put like some kind of machine to at least have it on there. Because yeah, they fall off all the time. Sorry.
Yeah, they
Like
easily
Carrie-
fall off the store.
like Carrie was saying, that people won't dispose of them properly. So you're going to have a bunch of people who do have them are just going to toss them wherever they can. It's not like they care. It's just more waste in general. So even if you do bring them home, like how many people just toss them in the garbage? Like it's literally just the most wasteful thing. So I'm on that train that we're just bringing up again.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my history.
Choo choo,
Steam Whistle.
Chew cherry.
choo choo goes the train.
All right. All right. So
Well,
let's go. Moi.
Epileptic seizure occurring at Greg's place.
Yeah.
There's epileptic lights here going. So
I'm having an epileptic fit.
where am I? Bring up me here before I get too trash drinking Steam Whistles while I'm waiting everybody to finish. All right, so my history with Steam Whistle is first time I ever had it. The Albino Rhino sent me a can way back in. I know I reviewed it in May of 2012. Can't remember if he sent it to me in 2012 or I got it at the end of 2013. And I just took a while to upload it. 2011, I mean, sorry. So it's either been 10 or 9 or 10 years since I had my first can of it. All right, and at the time, I was a huge fan of Pilsners. I still love Pilsners today. But at the time, it was a super fucking good Pilsner, and I was wowed by it, and I thought it was amazing. I think I gave it a really high score. I can't remember what the score was. But I remember thinking, it was like, wow, this is like almost a spot-on clone of Pilsner Urquell, and it's made by a Canadian brewery. They did a fantastic job with it back then. And the regular Steam Whistle, it hasn't, I mean, you could probably say that it's not as good as it used to be, but at the same time, it's still a pretty solid beer. Like I'm actually drinking one of them on the side here. It's still a solid beer. Yeah, spoilers. I've had some of the other Steam Whistles. I've had the Pale Ale. I've had the Von Bugle. I haven't had the Shandy yet. So this is my first time drinking this one in particular. And I think there's a third one that you can get here too. But I can't remember what it
Pale
is.
Ale, or do they still make the pale? I can't
No,
remember.
they still make the Pale Ale. I saw a can of that tonight in the store. I'm just thinking there's the Pale Ale, there's the Session Lager, there's the Shandy, and I can't remember. There's another one too. I don't think
They make Voodoo Ranger. Well, they don't make.
Yeah, they make the Voodoo Ranger and the. I've had Voodoo Ranger and Fat Tire because of.
Yeah, Fat Tire. That was the other one I was
Steam
thinking
Whistle.
about. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah. So I've also in 2017 I was lucky enough to actually go visit the Steam Whistle Brewery and had the Steam Whistle Plus on tap. And that was that was actually pretty fantastic. I like having the unfiltered version of Steam Whistle because it was very unique and smooth and creamy.
Hey Nick, you know something that's gonna make your pecker happy is I think you actually had that before I did.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
always
Wow.
tickle your pickle.
is always. I'm glad I was able to carve out enough room for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Hey, you left the weird aftertaste, but
either way, I'm gross. Not eating enough vegetables, probably. All right. So I have had a lot of the Steam Whistle's products. I've been to Steam Whistle Brewery. Luckily enough, thanks to people who have helped me get there. But other than that, I've never had this particular beer tonight, and I'm glad I'm getting a chance to try it. So there you go. And I even got one that still had the freshness seal on it. So I'm like, if they don't, I think they've stopped producing these cans with them on it. So, for customer standpoint, you're not getting as fresh of a beer because there's no seal. But at the same point, these things are so friggin' wasteful because I imagine
They're
that
so
people
useless.
and then people like going to campfires or something like that, drinking their beer. What are they gonna do with this? Just huck it in the woods. Anyway, whatever.
And then animals eat it.
Exactly.
Animals eat it, and then they have hard.
Everybody
poos
think of
next
the
day.
animal and hard poos. Well, it's probably worse than that. If they eat it, it's metal, so it might slice their intestines or something. Like
That's
that.
terrible, man.
Yeah, and like poor deer with sliced intestines.
That's what that raccoon gets for stealing my Doritos.
Yeah.
oh bastard.
Wow, you cruel bastard.
Comments?
Yeah. All right. Who wants to read comments?
I don't have.
I can do it.
I'm on my
Well,
child's
where
laptop.
were
I don't
we
have
anyways?
I'll let Redbeard do it. He volunteered.
Where were we here? The whole Ratcom thing. We got Greg saying, "Hi Joe, it's actually a tad cold out, but I'll take it
It was
off if
cold.
you put on a uniform." And
Yeah, I took it off. He has to wear a uniform.
No, you continue to look like an idiot, and we all win, Greg. We all win. And the rat urine.
I will look like an idiot, but you'll still wear a uniform.
I think there's a bunch of comments before that because we haven't mentioned that Joe is in the chat.
Just start from the beginning.
Oh shit! Yeah.
They say he's all the I think it was BO101 killed Von.
Yeah, the Von
Buggles
Bugle
afterwards.
thing. Yeah, and then Joe was
Bugle.
only here for Ashley and his smash burgers. Ashley made some fantastic looking smash burgers tonight, and his high quality. And then Smash Burger Sons, Basement Beers saying hi to Joe, and
Hey,
then
Josh.
all the trash
Hi, Joe.
barbecuing by Lee.
Hey, yo.
Greg asking uniforms,
Oh, shut up.
and Lee Radar doesn't play that Pills wannabe shit. And Joe
Yep.
says Greg is making up for his lack of uniform as you wear your toque outside when it's the middle of summer. You nubsack, nubsack made me laugh. That was good. Beer Patrol saying hi to Jamie. Lee confirming what we all know. Greg is a fucking crazy person.
Yep.
And
I
Joe
mean,
confirming,
maybe.
not sane. And then we've said the Pisswasser employees, Saint Ash, the beer flavor taint ass, and then UV, blah, blah, blah. And then where were we after that? So too late. The hat came off. Arnold stole it. Lee saying, put it on Arnold's head. It would be so cute. And then you were showing up. Oh, do shut up, Nick.
Shut up.
Yeah. So courteous. And then you were confirming his old man status by not being able to figure out why the stream is coming through in 360p on his device he's using because his internet's apparently shit right now. And then everyone else confirming, yeah, it's fine, it's all you. And Greg wishing you wasn't always so angry and constipated. It's nice.
It's
And then
true.
Joe, it's been a while. We got Joe's going to need you to settle down, Gramps. I like it. And now you noticed my settings, my bad. All good now. And change the tape drive on your Amiga, Yui. Nice. Ashry is definitely on a porno set. I like it.
Oh, he always is. That's actually.
Oh shit! Did you get
Greg
that?
is,
Rajay's
Greg is.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I was just about to be there.
Okay, go ahead.
Angle of radar is always creepy. Last thing you see before you die.
That's true.
Deny that. And Rod, cheers, my friend. Lady Lee is at some bespoke hipster bar with exposed brick. Lovely. That's right. Her home is a hipster bar. And Nick has a new shirt. Always a treat. Apparently, my beard, my video quality sucks.
Shirt.
All right. And her bricks are real. Bricks are real. Bedroom wall. Apparently, my video quality sucks.
No.
Not on my end, but I guess. I don't know.
It's looking kind of muddy over here.
You're getting, for me, you're getting pixelated. I don't know why, but
I think it might be the connection, not the quality.
Well, I don't know, but
you're better now. You're
that's
better.
that's the comments. And Roger confirming I'm a bit blurry, so I don't know. Just get me off the
There's
big
a
screen.
disturbance in the forest.
All
I
a
don't want
little
to be
blurry here. Well,
All right, we're all happy. We're
Yeah,
all
could be
I
my
think
wife.
it's really. Do we really need to go into? How much time do we really need to think about how this beer tastes?
No, I think we're good.
You're ready to go. All right, so let's circle back and then talk about radar.
Circle jerk. Yeah. Anyways,
Circle
what the
jerk.
fuck?
Thank you very much.
sorry.
That's okay. I'm just saying. I'm useless in a circle jerk.
Not if you're in the middle.
Not if you're wearing the pegs.
I'm like the end, the XY. Like I'm on both sides.
No, you're not useless. You're the target.
Oh Jesus Christ, Greg!
No.
No, I
It's
think-
Put the two in.
It's just a beer. It tastes way too macro for me. I'm not even going to say anything much about it. It's good for macro, maybe. 4 out of 10 off the board, both ways. That's it.
4 out of 10. All right. Jesus.
What do you think, Sasha? She's staring at me.
Sasha, drink it. All right, so let's
No,
go
she's
over.
just. I don't know if you can see her.
Oh, puppy.
There she is.
Oh.
She's staring at me.
She's got that look on her face, like really.
She had an exciting day today. She met a puppy,
Ah,
so she was playing with the puppy at Blue Dogs.
nice.
Now she's just exhausted.
All right, let's go over to Redbeard. Redbeard. Hi.
It's a beer. It's a session beer. It wasn't awful, but I have just all kinds of feelings of meh about it. I guess for what it is, it's not badly made. So I guess I don't know, fucking 7 for style and like 5.5 personal enjoyment, I guess. Meh.
Meh.
My dog met 3 dogs while walking today. It was fun.
Nice.
Random dogs are the best.
Alrighty, thank you, Richard. So let's go over to Greg. I think is next.
Gregory.
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 Listen,
Gregory.
speech therapy. You need to learn to pronounce your R's. Arnold is going nuts.
Gregory.
There you go. You're improving already. So, steam whistle.
Why is it hazy?
Oh, it's because it's this. It's the GLB citrus thing because you took too long, Nick, and I finished my beer. That's okay. I'm going to put my beer break. So this is, to me, sort of unnecessary. Being a professional alcoholic, like the rest of us are, 5% to me is already a light beer. Hey, you stole my toque again, little shit. Hey. All right. It's going back on my head. Oh, it's got dog drool on it. Oh, it's all wet on it. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself look stupid, more so than usual. Here we go. There we
I
go.
hate when people do that.
Yeah, now I look cool. So, anyways, steam whistle session lager.
I hope it falls off the balcony.
What's that?
I hope your hat falls off the balcony.
No, this is a nice hat. This is like an expensive-ish hat. Anyways, you're interrupting me. This is very important stuff. It's steam whistle session lager. Unnecessary, but very tasty. The thing is, if I want a light beer, I'm going to have a regular steam whistle. For me, 5% is already light. I don't really feel the need for anything lighter. That being said, I mean, this for 4%, and that's the thing. I have to take it as a session lager. You know, I know a lot of session lagers are 3%, so that's not really a fair assessment. This is really tasty. I mean, it doesn't taste that much worse than a regular steam whistle, like a little lighter, as you'd expect, but really to me, it just tastes like a light steam whistle, which is good in my books. because I really enjoy Steam Whistle. Again, assuming not always a perfect batch, but when it's good, it's good. I don't remember being particularly impressed with this beer. It's been a while since I've had it, but I am impressed with it this time. So I'm going to have to offset some of the low scores we got. So for style, it is a 10 out of 10. This is the best 4% lager I've ever tasted, bar none.
Wow.
I'll go that. Granted, it's not a style I gravitate towards, but most of them taste like ass, or at least they're boring, or they just neutral. This is very tasty for what it is, 4%. Like, if you gave me this blindfolded, I'm not necessarily sure I could tell between this and a regular Steam Whistle. Personal preference, if I'm in the mood for a light lager, yeah, I like this. 9 out of 10 for personal preference. There you go, Toronto bias. Bringing up the scores. It's not even GLB either, but it's like a cousin of GLB.
Nice. All right. Wow. Interesting. So you say, what was your overall score for that again, Greg?
I had 9. 9 for personal preference, 10.
Wow,
So
really
I'm gonna bring all the bad scores up a little bit.
All the Debbie Downers.
Debbie Downers.
Debbie Downers.
All the Debbie Downers.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Lee. I know he's not here, but
All right. Speaking of Debbie Downer, come on, Ash, bring it back down.
No, I can't.
No.
No,
Why
it's
not?
it's not that I can't.
Because I went low already.
No, it's actually okay. So hold on. So first off, when it comes to Steam Whistle, I just like the Steam Whistle pills. Nothing else with their product I really enjoy whatsoever.
They make pills.
Steam Whistle's a pills, the Pilsner.
They make pills. Oh, Pilsner. I thought they make pills.
Yeah. So
get with the lingo, jeez.
exactly, right? Now, Nick, Nick, I was actually listening to you when you were talking about the history and all that shit, and I was listening for once, and then they classified this as an American light lager, which I couldn't disagree more. It doesn't drink like an American light lager to me. I don't get any like adjuncts. I don't get anything like that. It is a straight malt, like core 4 beer, which I appreciate. So even as it's warm, because it's been 40 minutes now, and this is like the last swig, and it's the sip before this was still pretty much the same as it was when I first started. It still retained that crispiness all the way through, that nice like dryness. It wasn't overly sweet. It didn't come across like there's that like corn syrupiness or anything like that you would expect with an American lager or a light lager or something like that. So I appreciate the fact that this is like a core 4 beer. It comes off dry, more like a Bohemian Pils. It's not calling itself a Pilsner, but it sort of have those little vibes where it's like, earthy, woodsy, lingering bitterness, nice and dry. And yeah, for me, for something like and I don't really do a lot of like light beers, only because I'm trying not to drink a lot of maintenance beers and stuff like that. So why would I drink like a 4% beer? But when you think about a Pilsner Urquell is only 4.2 or 4.4, it's not that far off, and that's like the standard beer. So really, you can get a flavorful beer out of a low percentage, which they achieve with this. I think this sort of hits all the marks. It drinks light, but it still has flavor. It retains that flavor all the way through, even as it gets warm. So. And that's not easy to do. So I'll give them full props for that. I'm not going to like blow my brains out and give them 10 out of 10 for style like Greg, but I'll give them like an 8.5. I think it was really good. And for personal preference, and for personal preference, I'll give it, I don't know, 7.75. I think it's pretty good.
7.75. So what was your style again there, Ash?
8.5.
I think he said a 10.
No.
8.5, and was it 7.75 for your overall?
Personal preference, yeah.
All right.
I have to pee though. I'll be right back.
That's great. You're rating it. Steam Whistle Piss. You're gonna rate that 4.75 out of 5.
Exactly.
Alrighty, let's go over to Lady Lee. So he's got the puppy.
She's so cute right now. You can tell she's tired. She's the show. Never mind me.
You just hold it up to Sasha and then talk to her.
Yeah, I was thinking to do that.
We thought Lady Lee was the reason we had 10 viewers,
totally
but no, it's it's the dog.
It's my dog.
This dog.
She gets the attention. So
The dog's a
I'm gonna agree with. I'm just gonna copy Ashley entirely because I didn't do my homework. No.
It actually helps if you it actually helps if you record them and then just play it back.
Yeah, I'll just do the voiceover. So, but I am gonna agree with him. For because this is what. Oh, I guess it says premium session logger, but the last lager I had was the Canadian that I drank. And as you guys know, I shat on it really bad because it was just bad. This one, Ashley made a really good point saying, like, even when it warms up, it still holds its taste. Like, it doesn't start tasting shitty. Wow, I can't say words. It keeps its flavor. It's actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna go ahead and blow it out of the water like Greg did.
Yeah.
But
Toronto Pride.
This is the kind of beer where if it's there, I'll drink it. Like, I'm not huge on lagers. I'm not huge on pilsners. They are good. If someone has a pitcher or something, like, I'll definitely drink it because it's not the worst thing in the world. But this one is definitely a better of those. So for my personal preference, I'm going to go... I'm gonna go 6.5. Again, it's just not my style. It's just something that I drink if like other people drink, and I don't mind it. It's not bad, but it's not like, ooh, I'm gonna buy this all the time. For style though, yeah, it does what it's supposed to. It tastes like a lager. Like, I get those flavors, and it's nice because it actually stays. So I'm actually going to entirely agree with Ashley and give it an 8.5.
Ooh, there you go. All right. There you have it, folks. Leah liked it for the most part.
Sorry, Lee.
Oh shit!
Oh,
The divorce is happening before the marriage.
Leah's not happy that she's got an opinion of her own.
I saw her eat pineapple pizza too.
Oh, why is it not filling the screen here? It's weird.
I just want to see a weird porn video where it's just Lady Lee eating pineapple pizza and steam whistle really slowly and just this is
Leah will be in the other corner eating mushroom pizza or something like that.
And drinking a Molson Canadian.
So coming up on my OnlyFans.
All right. So let's go to we share Lee's OnlyFans link. Anyway, so my thoughts on this here is the first sip of it, and I think it's just because my can might be old, because my can's like dated January. I get this little bit of funky taste to it, like a little bit of like almost like a little bit of sulfur. Otherwise, like, it leveled out into this nice bready, grassy light lager with a hint of pear sweetness in the flavor. Got a nice crisp earthy blight with a clean finish. Goes down smooth and easy, and yeah, like right even when it warms up, I only have that much left of mine. There, Ashley's right. It does hold its flavor right up to the end, which is, like, not exactly common. Usually, it gets kind of weird and gross when even on like a macro lager. I find it does come off very good. I mean, overall, I think it's a little on the boring side, but again, it's a light lager, so they kind of tend to skew that way. For the style, like, as far as a light sessionable lager, yeah, that absolutely does the trick. I mean, as far as light, like 4% lagers, when you're comparing it to like what it's supposed to be competing against, like Moose Light or Bud Light, it fucking nails those things to the wall. But it's not exactly a beer style that I tend to gravitate to. So I mean, I'll give it an 8 for the style and an overall enjoyment score of 6 because I do like it, but it's not something I would tend to gravitate towards. It's not something I would drink over like a steam whistle, because steam whistle's actually going down really good too. In fact, I think I still like it better than this. So, but yeah, no, good beer. Otherwise, and that's it. I think let's return to our panel format while I do the math on the scores. And
We are robots.
We are the robots.
Carrie, read the words. Carrie, read the words.
Are you muted? You look like you're muted.
Maybe not. So we got you were saying 3.5 out of 20 for this beer. And Beer Patrol, it's time to ask what is next week's beer. So that'll be said soon.
Thank
and
Kitty in the background.
Teku calling Joe a fucking simp. And
Wow.
then Beer Patrol, it's just a beer. Raider, we're done here. It's over. Close it up. And Joe saying, Ewart is too young, too old, sorry, to be using the word simp. You were saying he heard his kids use it, had to Google it. Lee, just be honest and call Steam Pistol fucking trash. Yeah, it's not great. I don't know if I call it trash, though, personally. And then, Joe, that's on you. I hope Arnold takes a shit in your toque. Getting an LOL from Male Lee.
He did not take a shit on my toque.
That's what I said.
Maybe he's saying, makes it even better that you said LOL instead of ha ha ha. And then Leo. Patrol, toque is overheating Greg's brain, which explains the scores. Greg's the lack of uniform is making you cold. Warm yourself up, Joe. You'll feel better. And leasing overheating his what? I'm assuming because he doesn't have a brain or something.
He was implying I have no brain. I'm like, what is it, the scarecrow that has no brain?
Scarecrow.
Yeah,
If
there we
I
go.
only had a brain.
Ashley's a true professional here. Whatever his scores are, they're final. Sorry, Greg. Ashley's scores are legit. Centers are unprofessional. Joe says, Greg, the blood flow to my extremities is currently poor, but improving. I can't help it. What a monster you are. Yeah, he just had an operation, Greg, you terrible fucking human being. My God.
Wait, is Joe telling us he can't achieve an erection right now?
Whoa.
Just because a robot penis is running your heart doesn't make you less of a person. That's almost a Rick and Morty kind of thing. That was good. I like that. Beer Patrol, no, it doesn't. Makes me cold. Cold like a robot's soul. Lee says you have to learn how to accept the faults of people you love. My first time being made aware that Male Lee loves Lady Lee. That's a kind of
you're assuming he's talking to Lady Lee.
Well, then you said, the thing that made it weird because Greg then said, I didn't realize you love me, Lee. Thank you. And then
I appreciate it.
Next comment from Lee, I was talking about people with flaws. Male Lee just said that he doesn't think Greg has any flaws, apparently, which I find shocking. And Lady Lee very much does, tells all the time. Don't be silly, you're not perfect. Close, but not quite. Male Lee, as close as man can get to deity. So, yeah, apparently you're flawless, Greg.
And
look at that.
I'm blushing. I literally am.
Blushing. And now Radar's cam looks good. Cheers, Beer Bozo. That's funny. Well, and that's the comments.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, we got one more. As per usual, Carrie can't be.
And apparently I can't read between the lines.
Real, at this point,
Sure.
there's nothing between the lines.
Alrighty, so let's go back
Yeah,
out
sure
to. We might as well show what the scores were for tonight. Was it really that much
That's
surprise?
not too bad.
No.
I brought that chair way up.
Greg brought it back up. Radar brought it down.
Yep.
So I think that makes the most accurate person tonight Redbeard.
I think so.
Yeah, that's actually pretty close. I gave 8 and 5.5, I think, is what I gave. So not too far.
7.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.5 and a 6.5. I got the style. Oh no, not even. I got it. No, I got the opposite.
Lee got
higher.
the style of the overall enjoyment bang on, but Redbeard had the 7. He was the closest without going over.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Check us out.
What was the item up for bids? What did I win?
Absolutely.
our
nothing.
gratitude and this comment from Lee. and this comment from Takamuri apparently
It's an abortion.
compared to
Yay.
There's nothing wrong with an abortion between friends.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay.
I
Wow.
thought they were going to say abortion between siblings or something like that.
No,
All right.
I already made one incest joke earlier. I can't do 2 in one show.
Alrighty, so we did get asked the magic question by was it Lee or was it Ewart
I
that
think it was
asked it?
Joe.
Joe.
Oh shit! How did I forget that? Okay,
God,
so we
it's
did
Joe.
get asked the magic question about what is next week's beer, which is going to be
Sting whistle.
from Collective Arts, we're gonna do Hazy State,
Yay!
Collective Arts.
another sessionable beer, but this time a hoppy one from Collective Arts.
That one actually that one's down in the States too.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
So
sweet.
Joe could join if he was if he had the heart for it. Yeah.
He's a
Ha
tin man.
ha ha ha.
Jesus, Nick.
I'm sorry,
My
dude. I love you.
Oh, God.
Scarecrow. We got the Tin Man. We need Cowardly Lion now.
Oh, what the hell?
Who doesn't have courage?
Okay, here it is. How's that?
Beer and Bozo said he hasn't seen up here. Okay, I got it at where was it? I got it at Sobeys in North Bay.
I think Sobeys, and I think they also have it at Independent. I think.
So
I went
he's
last time I went to Independent wasn't there.
Joe's asking me how old my can is. Are you asking me how old my can of steam whistle is, or the Hazy State? This is dated May, so
Not too
that
bad.
old. 2 months old. Alrighty, so yeah, so the last comments here. Hilarious, Nick. You fucking comedian. Tasteless, dude. Yours tasteless. I think I can get that one.
Like it's just rushing through them.
Yeah.
Fuck the comments. Fuck you guys.
Nick,
wanna get the fuck
How
outta
dark
here.
is your area?
I want to know that too, Nick. How dark is your area?
How dark is your area? Yeah, I remember that. I was asking like, how dark is your living room for lighting? And I couldn't think of the name living room, so I was like, "How dark is your area for recording?" I'm like, "Oh shit, that sounded bad." And now it's immortalized on the web.
And now it's still live. It's still.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, I think that's enough. So I want to thank everybody watching. So we got, of course, we got Lee Russell. We got
Rose Penus.
All you lovely
we
people.
got Rajay in there. We got Beer Patrol. Joe. It's nice to actually have Joe
With the robot
commenting.
penis.
I apologize for the heartless joke that I had there earlier.
Yeah, I apologize for insulting your erection.
The Beer and a Bozo. Cheers. Who else did we have in the chat tonight?
Cheers, Beer to Bozo.
I did say that.
Who's Beer and Bozo? Do we know? Is that Guy?
He's a guy from here, North Bay.
Oh, okay.
You ask that every single fucking week. Great.
Right.
We're taking over North Bay.
Lazy here.
I've asked that before.
All right.
How drunk do I
We'll
get?
be back. So we'll be back next week, the usual time for Hazy State. So stay tuned.
Same Nick channel, same Nick time.
You know what?
Time's supposed to